You know what I can find very annoying? Picture this. You're at a photo shoot, let's say a car meetup, and you take some really sick shots, and in the meantime, you strike up a conversation with the owner of a car you're taking photos of. He's interested in your work and asks you for a photo or two to show his friends and potentially consider hiring you. Now, at this point in the scenario, you've probably got a million things to worry about, maybe a very busy day ahead of you, and there's probably 1,000 reasons why you may not be able to get to your computer to access that photo and may even forget. I mean, it's just one photo after all, right? You've just taken several hundreds of photos and probably several hours worth of footage, and you don't really want to go around digging through everything later on when you could be editing. Now, believe it or not, this actually happens a whole lot more than you may expect. Well, rather than going through what I just described, I think I have found a pretty good solution to this issue. And in enters this guy. Now, I personally have been using this little guy now for the better part of 3 to 4 months. And I can confirm this thing is very reliable under situations like what I just described. This is just a simple SD card reader. It also works for micro SD cards. All you pretty much do is you insert your SD cards into one of these two slots, and you can now download the raw files from the card onto your phone or straight into Lightroom. They also have options out there for those that can also take micro SD cards if you're constantly taking photos with your drone and would just like easy access to it without having to go through your computer. The best part about this device is that it's a direct download method. Instead of having to rely on shoddy Wi-Fi connections between devices and risk compressing the heck out of these images by the time it gets to your phone. Now, this one has a lightning adapter, but there are options for a USB-C port, but this has saved me a lot of time when I want to just hand somebody an image without having to manually download it onto my computer, sort it in a file, create a gallery, take down their email, send it over to them. It can just get very messy really quick. I do use this a lot, like after road trips or specific shoots where I know that there's an image or two that I might want right now in order to upload to Instagram and maybe start advertising whatever it is I did. If I want that image immediately, this allows me to go ahead and just download it directly to my phone and instantly upload it without having to go through the mess of sorting it all out and then looking for an image to advertise that said shoot that I did. Now, I am about to head over to another shoot, so we're gonna put this to the test and show you on camera how quickly this actually can be used. So it is a couple of days later, and I realized while I was at this shoot getting the content I needed for the client, I actually didn't have enough time to stop, breathe a moment, and take a photo and show you in real time what it can look like. I guess the better situation would be obviously after a shoot, maybe during if you have time, great. But if you want to go back and actually see what it looks like in real time to snap a photo and download it through an SD card onto your phone, this is the time code to go back on the video. I'll also link it in the description below as well. I didn't mention this earlier, but the price of this is actually 12 USD, which is actually not that bad. It's pretty cost effective. And while I'm on the subject of cost effectiveness, if you're just getting started as a photographer, this may be the best economical decision to purchase or to make if you're just having bought a camera and you maybe don't have enough for a computer. This gives you the easy access to those photos to move it over into Lightroom Mobile, which I do think costs, I think $50 a year or $10 a month, depending on which plan you want to get. But it lets you transfer the files over without compressing the information, still retaining the quality, but helping you bypass using a computer, because nowadays phones and tablets can pretty much do everything you need as long as you have Lightroom, and even Lightroom has a free version. So I have all of that, but it costs 12 USD, and I'll link that in the description of this video as well for you. So that is going to do it all for us. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you thought, and we will see you guys in the next one.